Once you've built out any course categories you may need initially, you can begin building out your courses on your Totara site. From within the course category section, click the Create New Course link. Give your course a name. Next, give your course a short name. The short name can be the same, or it may be different if you have a naming convention specific for your company. Using the course category drop-down menu, you do have the ability to change the category in which your course lives. The course type option is simply a description of the type of course you're going to be creating. This does not change the display format, nor does it add or remove any tools within the course. This field is typically only used to allow for additional catalog and report filtering. Course start date is not truly utilized unless you're using weekly format. However, it is a nice way to keep track of when your course was created. You do have the ability to enable an end date. However, this is only used for reporting, and users can still enter the course after the end date has passed. The course ID number is optional. However, if you have customizations, there may be situations where you may be instructed to utilize it. If this is the case, your Kineo team will let you know if it's relevant to your solution. Your course summary is optional. However, it will be displayed to learners in different locations. It is recommended that you keep this short and simple. Your course summary will also be searchable to the learner. The course summary files area is a great place to drop files a learner may need before ever enrolling in a course. Often, we see PDF documents or Word documents placed here. To add file types that are acceptable, you may have to have your site administrator go to Courses and Categories in the Site Administration menu, then Course Sub-Navigation menu, Course Settings, and locate the setting called Course Summary Files Extensions. There they can add all of the different file type extensions that you may want to drop in this location. Under course format settings, there are multiple different formats to choose from. By default, weekly format is generally selected with 10 sections available. This default can be changed by your site administrator underneath the Course Sub-Navigation menu in Course Default Settings. If you make any changes at the site administrative level, all new courses created will have the new default. For my example, I'm going to utilize Topics format with 2 sections. Once I'm inside the course, I can add and remove topics. If you find that the core course formats do not completely meet your needs, you may consider exploring different Kineo-created custom course formats, or perhaps Moodle plugins. Hidden sections and course layout. Both areas indicate how the course will be displayed. You can choose to show hidden sections collapsed, or you can show them completely invisible. For our example, we're going to choose completely invisible. In course layout, you would be choosing how your course is displayed, showing all sections on one page, or showing one section per page. This is a setting we encourage you to play with and see which setting fits you best. Remember, these settings can all be adjusted and changed even after there's course content within the course. Next, we will explore appearance settings. Here, you can update the current icon. You can choose from a list or have your site administrator add additional icons underneath Course Sub-Navigation, Custom Icons. New to version 12 and beyond is the image upload within course settings. The image loaded here will appear within the course catalog and featured links blocks if you utilize them. You also have the ability to force the language in your course. This will only change core Totara language. Any user-created content would need to be inputted manually in the same language. Remember, Totara cannot translate for you. The number of announcement settings is referring to the announcements tied to the news forum within a Totara course. Setting this element to 0 will hide the news forum completely from your course. Adding any number above 0 will add the news forum to your course. The news forum allows you to provide comments to your learners, but your learners cannot comment back. If you have gradable items within your course, you can choose to allow them to view their own grades. Activity reports will allow learners to see their own activity within the course. The Files and Uploads area is going to indicate the size of the individual files that can be uploaded into a course. By default, completion tracking is turned on within a course and gives you additional completion elements within each activity and resource. For our example, we're going to leave this setting turned on. Checking Mark as in Progress on first view will switch the learner's course completion status to In Progress as soon as the learner views the course for the first time. If this is unchecked, the switch to In Progress will not begin until they meet the first completion criteria within the course. The Enrolled Audiences setting is a standard default setting. Here, you can enroll one or multiple groups of users called audiences. You can also set audience-based visibility on your course, which will make the course visible only to those who are a member of an audience assigned to the course. If you do not see this setting on your site, you will have to have your site administrator enable it underneath Site Administration, Advanced Features, Enable Audience-Based Visibility. Once this is enabled, the visibility of each course, program, and certification can be set to No Users, Enrolled Users Only, Enrolled Users and Members of the Selected Audiences, or All Users. If you use the setting Enrolled Users and Members of Selected Audiences, this course will be hidden to everyone else who is not a member of that audience or currently enrolled into the course. The role renaming section is simply there to allow you to rename how a role is displayed on a course-by-course basis. For example, if you change the term trainer to instructor, everywhere inside of this course it will display as instructor instead of trainer. This is not necessary and it's completely optional. If you have the need to change the word trainer to instructor all the way throughout your site, you would do this at the site administrative level underneath roles. You may or may not have custom fields enabled within your course settings. If you don't see a custom fields area, you can have your site administrator add custom fields by going to the Site Administration menu, Courses and Categories, Admin Subnav, and Custom Fields. Typically, course custom fields are used to define the courses further and to add additional filters within the catalog and other reports. Tags can be utilized in much the same way and are managed underneath Site Administration, Appearance, Subnavigation menu, Manage Tags. Once you have updated all of your settings, scroll to the bottom. From here, you can click Save and Return, to return and manage additional courses, or Save and Display to enter your newly created course. Once you have selected either option, you have successfully created a Totara course. You can imagine that going through this process and creating multiple courses may become time-consuming. The good news is, as a site administrator, you can change the default course settings to cut down course creation time. You can do this by navigating to Courses and Categories. Within the Courses subnavigation menu, go to Course Default Settings and make any changes you see necessary. Making these changes will impact all courses moving forward, but it will not retroactively impact courses that have already been created.